Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Find Love or Die Trying. Wir haben ja das dritte Date mit Tara abgeschlossen. Jetzt fehlen noch Ellie mit Ellie hatten wir das dritte Date noch nicht. Als nächstes fehlt Ellie und danach wollte ich ja Violet machen in der Reihenfolge. Und jetzt kommt erstmal die Nachbesprechung mit Cat. I thought I would find you here. Why is that? You tend to come out here when you are lost in thought. You're thinking about how the show is almost over, am I right? How did you know? Lucky guess. Irgendwie glaube ich das nicht so, dass das ein Lucky guess war. Keine Ahnung. Well, it's not over yet, so I don't let up just yet. Speaking of which, how was your date with Tara today? It was nice. We didn't do anything too crazy, but I didn't have to be. I could tell. It was cute watching you guys. So, to be honest, I wish your relationship would move along a little faster. This show's not getting any longer, you know? That said, I feel like you two would make a pretty good team in the long run. Anyway, I would ask you if you're thinking of choosing her at the end, but I would rather wait and see how it plays out. You're going to stay out here for long? Nah, I will probably going back inside soon. I will keep you company till then. I figure you might want to have a conversation with someone that won't get you killed if it's not TV worthy. Thanks, Cat. Don't mention it. You know, I'm curious, Cat. What's up? Let's say I knew I was screwed. That there was no way of me getting out of here alive. That the only way left for me to survive was just to run. Would you let me escape? Of course, Dread. Thanks, Cat. That means a lot. It's no big deal. We stayed out for a little longer before we called it a night. I'm lucky I have someone I can trust on my side. Sehr interessant. I woke up on the floor of the games room. Tara was sleeping on the sofa with one hand still on her game console. We had spent all night playing games and watching movies like it was our own little sleepover. Pigeon zombies everywhere, And then she was up. Let's hope this insane show never gets to the point where Tara's dreams make sense. Oh man, my head's pounding, but I've got no regrets. Me neither. We've got to do this again sometime soon, Dread. You bet. Is it time for you to go on a date with somebody else too now? Yeah, that's just how it is. Alright, have fun. Save some time for gaming with me later, okay? Sounds like a plan. Awesome. Wahrscheinlich haben die tatsächlich nur gezockt. Morning, Dread. You will be happy to know your third date with Tara was pretty well received. Not the highest rated we've had so far, but enough to give us more room to keep going. Sounds good enough to me. For your next date, make sure you pick someone who you think the audience will respond well to. So at this point I think you're in pretty good spot either way. Without further ado, which showmate candidate is going to be? Ich wollte hier diesmal mit Ellie gehen und beim nächsten Mal mit Violet. Ellie? To be honest, I'm not sure if your dates with Ellie are really dates or more just trying different kinds of transportation. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Let's get those cameras rolling. I found Ellie by the beach, or more quickly she came running to me. You are not gonna believe this, Brad. What's that? Alright, who took me my keys? You've got 10 seconds before I take it out of fourth paycheck. Oh, come on. We will walk and talk, come on. Well, let's walk, maybe more like run like hey. Thor is not going to be happy when he finds out that whatever, come on, let's go. What the fuck, she grabbed my hand and pulled me with her into the forest clearing nearby. What's going on? You are not gonna believe what I just found. What is that? Well, I was wondering how to top the previous dates when I stumbled upon... wait a minute, it's better if I surprise you. I'm gonna have to close my eyes again, right? I love how fast you learn things, Dread. She was singing as she covered my eyes with one hand and pulled me along with the other. She pulled me along step by step. I can't say I wasn't enjoying it. Is this a staircase? It feels like a metal beneath me. In the middle of a forest? Irgendwie habe ich so das Gefühl, dass sie einen Helikopter gefunden hat. Just a bit more now. Alright. You can open your eyes now. Ah ne, sie hat das Flugzeug gefunden. How on earth? We were inside a small plane. The very same one I had been rudely awakened in my first day here. How did you even... It was just sitting in the forest. So I thought, why not? I have so many questions. Wait a minute, are you planning on... Without even bothering to answer, Allie was to the cockpit. Oh crap, here's hoping that this goes better than the rollerblades. I wonder what this big red button does. Oh god, get me out of here. I ran for the door, but it was always shut tight. And away we go. Oh, scheiße. The engine of the plane roared as we took off. I slammed into the side of the door. Oof. Come on, be honest. You were thinking the same thing. You put a big juicy red button there completely unattended, and you accept a good citizen like me to not press it? You bonkers. You've got a point, but do you have any idea how to fly this thing? Wait a minute, if you're talking to me, then who's flying the plane? Technically nobody, but... Crash. The right wing of the plane smashed into a tree. We hit it hard enough for it to be slightly deformed. Oof. I slammed into the wall yet again. We didn't need that wing anyway. We still have the other one. Das ist ein Kommentar. Den könnt ihr auch 1:1 in so einem Action-Movie sehen. Ach, wir brauchten diesen Einflügel sowieso nicht. Wir haben ja noch den anderen. Ah, das ist... Zu Deadpool würde sowas passen. Oder dergleichen. Ja, das ist mein Humor. Schön trocken. Exactly like kidneys. Forget killer dating death shows, forget Damien and Cat. He was going to be the death of me. I tried to run to the cockpit, but it was all I could do to stay upright as the plane teetered back and forth. I'm just kidding, I've got this. Allie went to the cockpit without breaking a sweat. Meanwhile, I did my best impression of a ball in a pinball machine. Als jemand, der sehr gerne diese Pinball-Machines gespielt hat in seiner Kindheit, es ist lustig. Das ist sehr lustig. Alright, I got this. The plane seemed to stabilize in a matter of seconds. Oh, thank God, I really thought we were gonna crash. Oops. Once again, the right wing of the plane smashed into a tree. Somehow it was bent back to its original shape. Not so bad, if I do say so myself. Alright, that was a dumb luck, and you know it. And now for the moment you have all been waiting for. We started gaining altitude, slowly at first, then faster and faster, higher and higher. Before long we were soaring high above the trees. Allie yelled out in triumph. Woo! I joined it and yelled out with glee. It's a pretty great feeling, huh? Not dying in a fiery plane crash. Flying free without it, what's the point of living? You're talking about freedom or flying. Ah, why not both? That said, there's another reason I flew us up here. What's that, Allie? This is the only place I could find on the island that wasn't bugged. No one can eavesdrop on us here. And sorry for the turbulences, but without it, they might have heard me disable the bugs in here. Believe me, I looked for a safe place as hard as I could. That's why I got the rollerblades and the boat earlier. To find a safe place to talk as fast as possible. I'm guessing you know what the show is really about then. Unfortunately, yeah. What a bummer, am I right? Unfortunately, I don't think you do. And unfortunately, I don't think you do. And I can't risk telling you everything either. What? Why? Believe me, you're better off not knowing. What? Allie, what are you hiding? Who are you really? Look, we don't have much time before we will have to land. This thing is already almost out of fuel. Sure enough, we had already started descending. Please just trust me I'm on your side, Dread. I know, there's so many lies going around here, but I really want to help you get out of here. So I have to admit it. It wasn't on my to-do list at first. It's a good thing you're so cute. I'm kidding, jeez. Do you trust me? Yes. Of course I do, Ellie, you know that. You won't regret it, promise. So what can you tell me? There's no time. Long story short, there's something on this island I need to find that the people I work with need. It's life or death, not just for you or me, but for countless others. I came here to save you all and I won't give up until I have. Sie ist ein Special Agent oder was? Ach du Scheiße. Es wird ja immer besser. So, at this point, I've done all I can. It's in his hands now. Who's? No time to talk. We are almost back in range of the island's recording network. No matter what, don't tell anybody what happens here. Not even a little bit. Not even if you think you can trust him. Are we clear? Crystal. The plane flew lower and lower. Alright, we are about to be back in the recording zone. What else? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. That really doesn't limit it much. I guess not. After we landed, Cat scolded us for taking the plane. Cat and Ellie seemed to exchange more than a few uneasy glances as we got off the plane. But luckily nothing came of it. Next, the production staff separated Ellie and I, and it looks like Cat had arranged something special for the two of us. All I was told was that I wasn't allowed to see Ellie until evening. Apparently that's the nicest time to film. Till then, the production team helped me to look the part of a romantic novel protagonist. I was dressed to the nines. I must have sat through a few hundred photo shots and interviews before they told me it was time to see her. But it was worth it. Wow, even for this island, this place is fancy, with a capital F. Tell me about it. I broke one plate here, and I will have to pay it off for the rest of my life. I mean, welcome to the Ocean Palace. Allow me to show you to your seat. Two gestured at me to follow him. We had only taken a few steps when I saw her, and when I did, I couldn't help but crack up. You know, I kind of expected you to be dressed up too, given all this shit the crew put me through. That's the point. I would just get ruined. How would it get ruined? Oh, you will see, come on. She reached for my hand, I put mine in hers with a smile on my face. She pulled me along with her towards the door. Whoa, she stumbled against a table which knocked a plate onto the floor. It promptly shattered into a million pieces. In case you were watching in Cat, that was two. I knew I should have just been an accountant. She laughed as she pulled me along with her to the outside. The night air had never tasted so fresh. Each breath for air as we ran along the road made me worries and fears just disappear. Made my voice and fears just disappear. Mann, oh Mann, irgendwie bin ich gerade sprachlich nicht so gut dabei, die Dinger vorzulesen. Eventually we ran all the way to the beach. Come on. She tightened her hand and pulled me along with her to the water. Wait, she laughed like a maniac as she cannonballed us into the ocean. My first instinct was to swim back to the surface, but then Ellie put her hands against my face and looked deep into my eyes. She smiled and kissed me passionately. It was as if time had stopped. A few moments later we went back up to the surface. I figured that you could use a fun distraction from everything that happened earlier. Was she doing this for me? I never know what to expect with you, you know? And you never will. It was a night to remember. Oder man verliert halt alle Erinnerungen, dann erinnert man sich nicht dran. After my date with Ellie, I waited around outside till the time I had expected to see Cat, but she never showed up. I guess she already has enough footage for today. Might as well try to find her. The ones here looks like the snacks from before are gone too. Not here either. Ah. Cat was at a table, writing something down at a frantic pace, with one hand against her head. Hey Cat, what's up? Oh hey Dad, I didn't see you there. How are you doing? That depends on what you are ominously writing. You look just like someone who just realized I was dead meat. Oh, this? Don't worry about it. Somebody's dead meat, but it's not you. Yay? I'm just kidding. I'm just fixing up some of the balance sheets Two was working on. Being an accountant was really never in the cards for them, despite what they say. Sit down. I will be stuck here with her a while anyway. Sure, sounds good. I sat next to Kat at the table. So how did today's date with Allie go? I probably shouldn't tell the whole truth, but enough of it should be good. It was awesome. I don't know how, but the more time I spend with Allie, the better it gets. Being married to her would make every day an adventure, and I like the sound of that. I'm sure it would be an adventure, but the jury's out on if it's one you would walk away from. But I can see she makes you happy. Really, that counts for a lot nowadays. So you might want to start wearing body armor if you want to stay that way. Anyway, you've done great till now. I don't know if what you have said to each of the girls really is true, but don't stop now. You just have to get through one more day, and you will be able to finally leave this place. And you will tell me what my old life was like? Of course. I mean, if I didn't, where would you even go? Fair point. You look like you have got something on your mind. I'm just thinking about tomorrow. You've been getting the best ratings I'd ever seen. I just hope it's enough. The rating requirements for the last date and the last day are the highest. I'm sure it's going to be fine, don't worry. I've made it this far, nothing's going to stop me from making it to the end. I hope so, for your sake, Dread. So when I'm out of here, what are you going to do? Are you going to move on to the next killer dating show? I didn't know you were my career coach. You want to know my 5-year plan too? I get the feeling that 5 years from now you would rather not be here. There's no plan. I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's really all anyone can do in the crazy world. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Good luck, Dread. You will need it. Thanks, Kat. I will see you later. Night. Tomorrow's going to be the last date. I will need all the rest I can get. Guess I will call it a night. The performance is coming to a close. The actors and actresses come out, one by one, ready to take their bows. I would clap, but I'm waiting for you and only you. Okay. Interessant. Huh? Well, this isn't the worst place I thought I could wake up yesterday. I will take that as a compliment. She laughed and pinched my cheek. Well, it's been a blast, Dread. I have some more cruising around to do, and I think you've got another date on your plate today. Yeah, that's just how the show goes, so... She was gone before I even had the chance to finish. That woman is the force of nature. Yup, scheint so. You are running out of time, Kit Kat. It's going to be fine, just watch. Good morning, Kat. Morning, Dread. How did you sleep? Pretty well, thanks. You bet you did. That bet is worth more than your life. Ah, that reminds me. Why can't the stuff have the same kind of bet as the Dread has? Do I look like I'm made of money? You literally own this island. If I give the staff bets, the next thing they would ask for is minimum wage. No thanks. Hey, he walked away. So how about that 5-year plan, huh? Maybe the brothers were onto something with this whole accounting thing. Anyway, it's time for your last date with your last soulmate candidate, Violet. You ready? It's time to make or break. I'm ready as I will ever be, Kat. Then without further ado, lights, camera, don't get yourself killed. I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion. How hot. I flung the cookie into my mouth anyway. Worth the pain. Damn, that was delicious. Wait a moment, you silly goose. You never fail to make me laugh, Dread. I quite admire that. I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, my lady. Stop you. I wolfed on another cookie, hell yeah. You do know this are for sharing with everyone, right? I am part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing. That reminds me, Dread. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon. Here it is. Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Oh, nee. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I've always longed to do. And what is that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. The kind that I have only read about. Having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, even something crazy like a paint night. Paint night? Was ist Paint night? Davon habe ich ja noch gar nicht gehört. And then we can watch the sunset go down together, and it would be so romantic. And enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping pong ball. I think we can make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile. Damn. Really? You've got to be kidding me. You can count on me, Violet. I will make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to guess. I guess this will be a touch and go. It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out the basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet. So. Aber bevor wir das weiterführen, beende ich hier jetzt diese Folge. Ich gehe nämlich davon aus, dass das jetzt noch nicht zu Ende ist, das Ganze hier nach, weil hätte ich ja nur die Wahl zwischen 3 Personen, die ich ja nicht zwingend, also ich hätte ja potenziell gerne eine von den ersten beiden Personen. Daher gehe ich nicht davon aus, dass das Spiel hier nach diesem Date schon zu Ende sein wird. Und ich gehe auch davon aus, dass ich irgendwie auch noch mit Cat auswählen kann. Und mit der habe ich ja noch gar keine Questline, nenne ich es mal. Daher vermute ich einfach mal, dass da noch irgendwas passieren wird. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.